Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Lighting looks like it's going to be bad for today's episode. Apologies. We're back for the sixth and fifth last game of the season. Plans have kind of changed for what we're going to do this week. Kinda. We've been shit. We can't win the league. We're not going to come second. We have nothing to play for. But we're taking on Marumo Gallants today, so that's something, I guess. Let's just get to it. This Gravis Gamer. My name is Duncan, and welcome back to the Pentagon Challenge. Welcome in, everybody. So, yeah, let's just go to this kind of page here. As you can see, financially in the shitter. Still, nothing's changed in the wages front. We are currently fourth in the league. We have 6 games left. Sundowns have 11 games left. Like, there's so many. Like, the whole league is just a shambles. So yeah, we're not finishing top 2. It's just not going to happen for us. Let's then. Actually, hold on. Let's play Marumo today. They can still be safe, which is good to see. So let's then look at what we've been doing since we were last here. We lost. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Every game we have played, we have either started shit and improved second half, or started well and went to shit second half. Like, we've not had a good run whatsoever. We lost 3-2 to Swallows. We went 2-0 down before Mokwana got 1 goal. Sorry, we went 3 goals down before Mokwana got a goal back, and then they had an 88th minute OG to give us 2 goals, but it wasn't enough. We then lost by the same score against Royal AM. This game started better. We went 2-0 up. Got with a penalty. Chelle with a goal in 30 minutes. And then 15th minute, they got a goal back. They equalised on 83 and scored a winner on 92. We then beat La Masia 3-1. Gianni, Chelle and Sikota with the goals. And then a run of 3 draws. A 2-2 draw with Cape Town City with a double from Mokwana to give us an early lead by 3 minutes. 8 minutes in, we doubled our lead. They'd got one back just for half time and equalised just before the end of the game. Orlando Pirates, they went 2-0 up. Second half started, we got a goal within about 30 seconds of the second half. And then Kunyede got a goal on 78 minutes. And then Polokwane. Dermanovic scored a goal on 44 minutes. They equalised with a name I love of Bafana Nana on the 93rd minute. Today we're going to take on Marumo Gallants and Stellenbosch. We're then going to come back for the final 2 games of the season on Wednesday. And then Friday, after we've seen the absolute state of what we're going to be expected to do next season and whatever the fuck the wage budget is, we'll see how next season begins. And on that job hunt, the job we want, yeah, it's still secure because you can still win the bloody league. So yeah, right now we are where we are, I guess. We're just not in a really great place. We're in a club with a high wage budget, but financially in the shitter. We're just not performing well in the slightest. And we go between a wing play and a counter-attack fairly regularly. It's not going well. The lineup for today then. Viver in goals. Gabaski's just came back from injury, but he's not been playing anyway. Although, fuck. Never mind, Gabaski's coming back in. Rikoso, Dermanovic, Gianni, Salihovic, Luanga, Guliev, Chelle, Sikota, Niyama, and Mokwana on the bench. Jelly, Sithole, Shinga, Larry, Manning, Nkosi, Safama, Dlamini, and Kunyede. I just hope we can pick up 3 points against Marumo. Truth be told, that's kind of all I'm aiming for at the best of times. It's a struggle. The struggle is real. If things stay where they are in terms of our wage budget, is what it is currently. So it's about 48 grand a week. Or if the wage budget gets slashed massively to try and combat our financial woes, then I think it's going to have to be a summer of signings like Manning, Kunyede, Shinga, guys who are okay and aren't on a massive wage, just to try and rebuild the squad into something remotely functional. I'm not even 100% sure who's out of contract and stuff in the summer off the top of my head. The one area I will absolutely be focusing on, though, is goalkeeper. It's been such a problem area. It feels like, for me, in this whole save. Probably going to have to look at strikers as well. Daniels will be away. Is Mokguana's contract up? If so, he'll be away. I'm not renewing his. But I think there could be a big change in the squad, not through what I want or need. I think there's going to be guys on big contracts whose contracts are up that we just won't be able to, in good conscience, renew. It's not even a case of because we're doing this like Pentagon challenge, we're not really bothered about building up the teams with that. And normally I would say, oh, I'll need to leave the club stronger. I don't really care about that this particular save. When I say I can't do it in good conscience, what I mean is I can't say sign, and again, I can't even remember who's out of contract, but let's say Sikgota and Niyama are both out of contract and they both want $4,500 a week. I can't in good conscience sign both of them up, but then not be able to afford a goalkeeper. Because I need to try and just build the rest of the squad up. Because what I can't do is have my stock take a hit. Especially if they're not funding coaching badges. I need to be seen to be doing well or at least overachieving. We're 1-0 up. And I think a season where, unless we massively gut the squad financially, we can't really afford to kind of drop to bottom half of the table. So I think it's going to be a long window. Somebody like Coupe would be a decent signing for us. His contract's up. Like, his physicals aren't the best, but decent enough technically, okay enough mentals. Like, we could work with that if we signed him for Marumo Gallants, but if you could bring him here, that's the type of sensible signing we're going to have to start looking at, just to bulk out the squad in such a way that I don't feel like, if we lose a defender, it's the end of the world. We haven't replaced, Ngunyami and Kobe. That's not even his name, is it? Nkobo? Shit, I forgot already. We haven't replaced our two main centre-backs. Darmanovic is solid enough. He's just on a really high wage as well. So is he somebody we maybe try and punt for money? Maybe. But again, he's solid enough. I think it's just going to be a really rough window. And it could be a really rough season. But I'm not really sure what else to do. Unless the club get bought over and the new board wipe the debt in and just inject a shit ton of money to keep the club afloat, I'm not really sure what else can be done, because I don't think we're ever going to be able to build a title-winning squad here. Not over a season or two anyway. And the club's just losing money constantly, and at some point you've got to think that the board say enough is enough. Slash that wage budget down and try and become somewhat self-sustaining. But we're not bringing through youth players. And we're not really getting much in terms of sales. We've had a couple of okay sales, but it's not even making a dent in the debt. I do actually have big concerns over our summer business this year. And there's not really not much else I can say about it. I said I wouldn't go to Sunsport, but I might have to jump to Sunsport. They might have a lower weekly wage than us, but if they're more stable financially, I might at least even get a coaching badge out of that before making the next step up. It's going to take something anyway. It's going to take something. What that something is, who knows? We maybe won a lot, but nothing's really happened. We're doing okay, I guess. It's not as if it's been an exciting game. We look like we've been in control, but haven't really done much. We've had 7 shots, 3 on target, but none look like they've been that close. We've scored 1, but Mokguana makes it 2, and hopefully that'll end the contest as such. 13th goal of the season for Mokguana. Not been awful, but it's not really been good. Although 13 goals in 26 appearances, it's not bad, I guess. What's that, goal every 2 games, isn't it? 13 and 26, so maybe I'm being a bit harsh on him. But it has felt like if we've not had him, the other 2 lads just haven't been scoring, whoever we've had. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough season. Obviously, the board weren't happy to get put out of the cup, but our squad is just dog shit in a lot of areas. We're strong in some positions and awful in others. It's just not the right mix, to be honest. It's 3 Gianni. Another goal for him. It's his 7th of the season. 2 in this game. It's looking like we're heading for a comfortable 3-0 win. Let's get a couple changes though for fitness. Ricozzo can come off for Jelly. Shinga can come on for Salihovic. Larry will replace Luanga, become a deep line playmaker in there. Niyama will come off for Dlamini. And Sigot's going to come off for Safama. Easy enough changes, I suppose. Nothing too special, but just resting some legs, getting some minutes in others. And I guess it's really seeing if we can get a 4th. Swallows are beating Kaiser Chiefs. It's weird, we're 3-0 up and it has been a dull game. 13 shots, 8 on target, XG of 1. It's just... feels like we're ending this season on a bit of a downer. Win this today, it makes us go 5 unbeaten. It's not a bad run. That's a good ball, Kaya. Kai is another player that I actually wanted to sign in the summer, but he signed an extension at Marumo before we even got to offer him a contract. Oh, you bastard. It's 3-1. But yeah, Kai would have been in that sensible signing thing where, like, okay enough for the league. Probably wouldn't want a ridiculous wage. But yeah, it's not been easy. Can we get the ball out of the box? It'd be good if we could. Fires in. Oh, it's fucking 3-2. We're going to drop points here again, aren't we? Oh, we cannot hold out a win. And anytime we go behind, we're fighting and scrapping to try and get back in here. Our results lately have been shit. Like, the whole team have just stopped caring, it feels like. You think the people that may be playing for their future so they're out of contract would care? Nope. We scraped by in the end, 3-2. Another 3 points on the board, but it's all a little bit meaningless at the moment. There's so many teams around us still who have just got so many games in hand. I mean, we're 3rd in the league, but the team behind us have 4 games in hand over us. Like, it's unreal. We're going to get to the end of the season, and hopefully everyone will have caught up by our last game so we know where we end, but we're going to be a top half team, I think, at least. Maybe? Yeah, we should be top half at the very least, but how so many teams have got so many games in hand, God only knows. God only knows. Join me in a second as we will be taking on Stellenbosch on the next game of the episode. Welcome back, everyone. Now, as much as I've been complaining that we're having a really weird season, or a bad season, whatever you want to look at it, we're on course for a record points total for the club, which confused me because I would have thought, where the fuck is it? Well, players going on international duty and all sorts. It was only the other day. There. Impressive so far this campaign. We've not. We're on course for a new team record. 45 points. Although that might just be in-game, to be fair, from last season. We're on 45 points now, sorry, and the previous record is 53. I mean, I guess it's possible. I wouldn't be holding my bloody breath, but It's possible. But yeah, unchanged lineup, unchanged bench, unchanged playing system, unchanged bloody everything going out of this game. But yeah, apparently we're on course. Honestly, I'm just so... I don't say beaten, because I'm not beaten, and I'm not confused, and I'm not necessarily down. I think we left Marumo at the right time. I just kind of wish we'd got a different job. I wish we'd got... Maybe not Stellenbosch, but was it the Kaiser Chiefs job we'd have went for as well? The approach is, if we could have got one of them, I think it would have been such a better place than... And maybe not a better place in terms of league position, but I think we'd be in a better place in terms of squad building, where I actually think we might be able to feel like we're building towards something instead of... It felt like a mix of firefighting and just... And also, I don't know the history of the club or anything, but it feels like reputation-wise, we are a club with low reputation, but a shit ton of money. So the people that do want to come want far more from us. Oh my god, how the fuck did you miss that? They want far more from us than they would at any other club. So I'm honestly at the stage of like, are we like a new money club or something? But then I look how bad our finances are. I'm like, well, surely not. So is our reputation taking a hit because we're financially in the shit, but everyone who wants to sign for us wants a shit ton of money? I don't know. I feel like we've just joined a very broken club, and we're just treading water. I mean, we came in, tail end of last season to try and pull the club away from the bottom half table, and we'd done that. And then we lost some players that we'd like to have kept, and we've sold players we'd maybe have liked to have kept longer and things. I wanted to bring the age of the squad down because everybody was fucking old, and then I kinda did, and then I kinda didn't. When you're bringing in old goalkeepers, we'll make that switch, that's fine. Silihovic is coming off injured, damaged heel. Shinga is the like-for-like swap, that's not a problem. But like some of the things we've done, and then we kept guys around the squad who we were going to need for squad just for depth. So like Jelly, who was meant to be a backup, is now second choice right back. Gianni, who I thought was going to be worse than Jelly, has probably played a lot more and actually shown his value to us, and is a guy I will absolutely look to keep around. But he's come in. Safama, he's not good at scoring goals, but he's good dribbling. So he's okay-ish as a depth player, maybe second, third choice. But the squad has just felt so all over the place. I have two people competing for left back who are almost... I mean, if you go by the star ratings are the same ability, but they're probably get different strengths. Salihovic is absolutely more defensive, I'd say, on paper than Shinga is. And I'm fine having both of those guys at their ability level competing for the same spot, but Salihovic is on $4,500 a week, where Shinga's nowhere near it. Like, and that's my fault. I brought both of them in, but we were desperately needing a left back. I didn't even know his ability went off from my contract. I gambled on him on Salihovic, but it's just the stage we're at. Like, we've had to make gambles on signing. It was the same with Guliev, Luanga and Shelley. I don't think I'd looked at any of them. I just offered them contracts and hoped for the best. Was it them three? God, I can't remember now. Guliev was definitely one of them. Oh, it was Gabaski as well, wasn't it? Because he's foreign. I'm trying to think. It was foreign players. I needed work permits. Salihovic. They were the three that I just had no idea. And as much as I'd like to say, is like, maybe everyone who's got a contract, just let them go. And on paper, I think that's probably a smart thing to do and just try and rebuild completely. But we just don't seem to be able to attract okay players, I guess. Now, Ryan Manning, Kenyedy's goal-scoring record is atrocious. But other than his fitness, looking at him on paper, he looks like he should be okay to score goals, and maybe it's just a case of trying to find the right way to use him. And is he just a third choice striker? If so, I'm okay with that. But him, Manning, we have a new right back coming in the summer. Jelly, I think, is going to get released, if I remember right. His contract's up. And I didn't really have much of an intention of renewing. And I don't think he wants to renew either. But I'm hoping that the right back will be a sensible signing. Manning, on paper, is just a sensible squad option signing. Never really to be a starter, but just somebody I can bring on when players need rested or subs or whatever. Can play a couple positions. If I could get, it sounds stupid to say, but if I could get a summer of just signing that level player on low wages to just give the squad options just for 1 year and then get to the next summer and then start trying to buy the quality, I'd feel a lot more confident with the squad we have within, I'd say, that kind of 12-month, 18-month period than what I think we're going to have to do, which is just gamble and beg players near enough to come to us, overplay on kind of past it players or mediocre players, and just try and build a squad that way. We absolutely need to get goalkeeper sorted. Gabaski, on paper, should be great, just not consistent enough. Fiver, on paper, should be okay, not consistent enough, will do his backup. Centre backs, we need at least one quality centre back. With the money Darmanovic is on, he probably should be a starter, but again, he's somebody, if I could sell him, I probably would. But more than happy to have Gianni as part of that squad going forward. So you're looking at probably two centre backs. One, you've got to hope is going to be quality, definite starter. Left back, I'm fine. Right back, I'm fine. I think Ricotso's contract's up, so we need to try and renew that. Then midfield three, happy with the ones that we've got starting. We have Manning and Kosey still. Larry, we need to try and sell. 1-0, thank God, because Larry wants to leave at the end of his contract. So I'd rather just sell him, get the wage off the wage bill more than anything else. Bring in like between 40 and 70k, hopefully. Not that it'll do much. And replace with somebody, even if it's just a loan, I don't mind. We do have that 17-year-old we signed. He could maybe come in as a depth option. But then when I'm hampering his development by not playing him, there's a lot of ideas and thoughts going in my head. And that's before we even know the financial situation going into next season. With how badly we are, like, by how much we're in the hole, I'm expecting, oh my God, no. Oh, you bunch of idiots. Complete fuck up from the defence. I mean, Ricotso, Darmanovic leaves it for Gabaski, who doesn't even come out for it. Stupid. I don't know why Ricotso's getting the blame of that. Right, Jelly can come on. Sitholi can come on. Dalmini can come on. Larry's coming on. And Nkosi's coming on. No, he's not. I've made my subs. I forgot about the left back subs. Cool. But, sorry, yeah, I think with how much we're in the hole, I'm kind of expecting the club to go, we're slashing the wage budget. You need to kind of lower the wages of the squad and stuff. Now, if it gets to a stage where it looks like we have got no chance in hell of building a squad, I walk. No so buts, we walk. We try and get another job, and we either try and stay where we are if we can, or we, and by that meaning Africa, if not, we go to Asia and just start building our reputation up there again. And not at the end, we just start building a reputation there. If we need to come back here, we need to come back here. That's just the way it is. But we can't afford the reputation hit of getting sacked. I'd rather resign and walk away if the summer starts going awful. But that's only assuming, that the wage bill gets slashed and we can't build any formal squad. A lot of ifs and buts. We'll know next episode what the wage budget's going to be, hopefully. But yeah, right now, just so many unanswered questions. Yeah. Let me know in the comments, what would you do? Would you stay here? Or would you try and jump ship to just another club, no matter who they are? Or would you do what I'm talking about doing and wait, see what the wage budget situation is going to be, try and see like what we can do with the squad who's out of contract and remaining, or just, I don't want to say tough it out, but just kind of go down with the ship. And by that I mean inevitably get sacked next season, because I feel like that's what's going to end up happening. It's, again, depending if things stay the same. Well, I guess 6 unbeaten is one way to look at this instead of a awful 2 points dropped. I'm trying not to be harsh on the team now because I can't even afford the morality drop. Usually I'd be shouting and bawling, but there's no point. 46 points. 4 games remaining. 12 points on offer. Something tells me we're not getting all 12. Now, we have some players away on international duty and the likes, but yeah, we're going to come back for the last 2 games of the season, which is Kaiser Chiefs on the 2nd of May, and then a nice big break until the 23rd of May, where we will take on the Golden Arrows. And hopefully not long after that, we will actually know what next season could look like at the club. Our contract expires next season, so we're still here on paper. We'll see how that goes come the summer. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. And until then, everyone, take care.